Have you ever wondered why some people never seem to escape financial struggles? No matter how hard they work, no matter how much they earn, their money seems to disappear before the end of the month. This is one of the most common and dangerous financial mistakes: spending more than you earn. The reality is simple. If you constantly find yourself in debt with no real control over your spending, your financial future is at risk. And the worst part? Many people don't even realize they're making this mistake until it's too late. Elon Musk has a clear perspective on money. You must spend less than you earn and invest the difference. It may sound obvious, but most people do the exact opposite. The snowball effect of debt spending more than you earn creates a growing cycle of debt. Let's take a common scenario. 1. You receive your paycheck, but before covering your bills, you've already spent a portion on impulse purchases. 2. Unexpected expenses arise via higher than usual utility bill, a car repair, or a medical emergency. 3. With no savings, you rely on credit cards or loans. 4. The next month, in addition to your usual expenses, you now have interest payments on the debt. 5. To cover these extra costs, you borrow more money, and the cycle continues. This is the snowball effect of debt, where interest accumulates and a growing portion of your income is spent repaying past mistakes instead of building your future. The hidden danger of installment payments. One of the biggest financial traps is believing that breaking a purchase into monthly payments makes it more affordable. Many people assume they're in control because the payments fit into their budget, but the truth is that installments lock in your future income. If you've already spent next month's paycheck on debt, how will you handle emergencies or unexpected opportunities? Credit cards and financing options often have ridiculously high interest rates. In some cases, annual interest rates exceed 400%, meaning a small debt can quickly turn into a massive financial burden. The best rule is simple. If you can't pay for it in full right now, it might not be the right time to buy it. The illusion of status and excessive spending. We live in a world where the pressure to appear successful has never been greater. Social media makes it seem like everyone is on vacation in exotic destinations, driving luxury cars, and wearing designer brands. But here's what no one talks about. Many of these people are drowning in debt and struggling to pay their bills. Elon Musk, despite his immense wealth, has publicly stated that he prefers to invest in innovation rather than unnecessary luxuries. In fact, he sold several of his mansions and now lives in a modest home because he understands that material possessions do not define true success. If you're spending money just to impress others, it's time to rethink your priorities. True financial freedom doesn't come from what you own, but from the peace of mind that comes with not being trapped in debt. How to break free from this cycle. If you recognize yourself in any of these patterns, there's good news. You can regain control of your finances with a few simple steps. 1. Track every expense. If you don't know where your money is going, you can't manage it. Use a notebook or a financial app to record every purchase, no matter how small. 2. Create a realistic budget. Set clear spending limits for different categories: housing, food, transportation, entertainment, and stick to them. 3. Avoid impulse buying. Before making a purchase, ask yourself, do I really need this? If not, wait 48 hours before deciding. Most of the time, the urge to buy will pass. 4. Stop buying on credit. If you can't pay for it in cash, it may not be the right time to purchase it. 5. Build an emergency fund. Having savings prevents you from relying on debt below your means. If you spend everything you earn, you're financially vulnerable. Maintaining a modest lifestyle allows you to save and invest wisely. Spending more than you earn may seem harmless in the short term, but over time it has devastating effects. Financial control doesn't just bring stability, it opens doors to opportunities and a more secure future. Lack of investments. Your money is losing value. If you think saving money in a regular bank account is enough to secure your future, you're making a costly financial mistake. Not investing means losing money every single day. Many people avoid investing because they believe it's too complicated, too risky, or only for the wealthy. However, this mindset can cost you a fortune over time. Elon Musk, Warren Buffett, and other billionaires have one thing in common: they never let their money sit idle. Musk didn't become one of the world's richest men by leaving his money in a savings account. He invested in innovation, high-potential businesses, and long-term projects. Buffett, on the other hand, built his empire using the power of compound interest, one of the most powerful tools in finance. If you want financial security, you must make your money work for you. Inflation, the silent enemy of your money. Have you ever noticed how prices rise every year? This happens because of inflation, which reduces the purchasing power of money over time. If you put $1,000 under your mattress today, in 10 years, that money will buy significantly less than it does now. Doing nothing with your money is the same as watching it shrink. Meanwhile, those who invest protect their financial future and grow their wealth exponentially. Compound interest, your best friend or worst enemy. Warren Buffett once said, "Compound interest is the most powerful force in finance." Here's an example. If you invest $500 per month in an index fund with a 10% annual return, after 30 years, you won't just have contributed $180. You'll have more than $1 million thanks to the power of compound interest. Your money doesn't just grow based on what you put in. It grows because your earnings also generate more earnings. Now, the same principle that makes investments profitable can also destroy your finances if you're in debt. Credit card debt and high-interest loans work the same way, but against you. If you constantly rely on loans, the interest payments will continue growing, making it harder and harder to break free from debt. Why most people don't invest, even though investing is one of the best ways to build wealth? Many people avoid it for the following reasons. Fear of losing money. They focus on the risks instead of the long-term benefits. Lack of knowledge. They don't know where to start or what options are available. Comfort in saving. They believe keeping money in the bank is safe, not realizing that inflation is eating away at their savings. Not understanding investments can cost you more than making a few mistakes along the way. The key is to educate yourself and start with low-risk options. How to start investing safely. Investing doesn't mean gambling or taking huge risks. There are safe and accessible options for beginners. 1. Build an emergency fund first before investing. Make sure you have savings set aside for unexpected situations. The ideal amount is 3 to 6 months of your living expenses. 2. Start with low-risk investments. You don't need to take big risks. Consider safe investment options such as government bonds, index funds, high-yield savings accounts. 3. Diversify your money. Never put all your money in one place. Spreading your investments across different assets reduces risk and protects your wealth. 4. Think long-term. The safest and most profitable investments require patience. Trying to get rich quickly often leads to bad decisions and losses. Warren Buffett's strategy isn't about holding on to them for years. What Elon Musk thinks about investing, Elon Musk takes a different approach than Buffett, but his strategy is just as effective. Instead of focusing on traditional investments, he prioritizes high-impact businesses. For Musk, the most important investment is in ideas that change the world. Instead of accumulating cash, he reinvests in new projects, constantly expanding his vision for the future. The lesson is clear. Money that isn't growing is money that's losing value, whether through stocks, real estate, business ventures, or other assets. The key is to put your money to work. Making smart investments and avoiding the trap of letting your money sit idle is a fundamental step toward financial freedom. Lack of an emergency fund. The risk of depending on debt. Imagine waking up one day and realizing you've lost your job, faced an unexpected medical emergency, or need an urgent car repair. Do you have enough savings to handle it, or would you have to rely on loans and credit cards? If your answer is the second option, you're making one of the most dangerous financial mistakes, not having an emergency fund. Millions of people live paycheck to paycheck, assuming their next salary will cover all their expenses. But a single unexpected event can throw their entire financial situation into chaos, leaving them with no choice but to accumulate debt. Elon Musk has faced situations where he had to use his own money to keep his businesses alive. His philosophy is clear. Being prepared for setbacks is what separates those who survive financial crises from those who collapse. Why an emergency fund is essential. An emergency fund acts as a financial safety net. Without it, any unexpected problem can spiral into a major financial disaster. Here are a few reasons why building an emergency fund should be a priority. 1. Avoids unnecessary debt. Without savings, the only option in a crisis is borrowing money at high interest rates. 2. Provides peace of mind and stability. Knowing you have a financial cushion allows you to make decisions with confidence. 3. Gives you the freedom to act without desperation. Being debt-free means you can take advantage of opportunities when they arise. Without a financial buffer, Many people find themselves trapped in high-interest loans, making their financial situation worse over time. How much should you save for an emergency fund? The general recommendation is to save between 3 to 6 months' worth of essential expenses. If you have irregular income or own a business, you may need an even larger safety net. Here's how to calculate your emergency fund. 1. Add up your essential monthly expenses: rent, groceries, transportation, utilities, etc. 2. Multiply that amount by 3 to 6 months. 3. That's the ideal amount you should aim to save. If the number feels overwhelming, don't worry. What matters is getting started, even if it's with small amounts. Where to keep your emergency fund? Your savings should be easily accessible, but not so easy to spend impulsively. Some of the best places to store your emergency fund include high-yield savings accounts, offers interest while keeping your money safe; government bonds with liquidity, secure options that protect your money's value; money market funds, allows your money to grow slightly while remaining accessible. The key is to have quick access to your funds without losing money in the process. What happens to people without an emergency fund? Not having savings set aside for emergencies can lead to serious financial problems. Constant debt cycles. Without savings, every unexpected expense becomes another high-interest loan. Forced to sell assets in desperation. Many people are forced to sell valuables or withdraw from retirement savings. Wealthy individuals keep substantial reserves to ensure flexibility and stability. Even though Elon Musk aggressively reinvests his money, he always ensures he has enough liquidity to navigate financial downturns. How to build an emergency fund quickly. If you don't have an emergency fund yet, here's how to start today. 1. Start small. Even saving a small amount each month can make a difference over time. The important thing is to build the habit. 2. Automate your savings. Set up automatic transfers to a separate savings account every time you get paid. 3. Treat it as untouchable. Your emergency fund is not for vacations, shopping, or investments. Only use it for real emergencies. Even if it takes time to reach your goal, every dollar saved increases your financial security. An emergency fund isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Without it, a single unexpected expense can throw your finances into chaos, forcing you into debt that could have been avoided. Lack of financial planning. The danger of living without a strategy. Imagine trying to cross an ocean without a map or a destination. You could drift endlessly, never knowing if you're moving in the right direction. This is exactly what happens when you don't have a financial plan. Many people assume that earning a paycheck and paying bills means they're managing their finances properly. But without a clear strategy, without goals, and without financial control, achieving long-term stability and success is nearly impossible. Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and other billionaires didn't reach the top by simply working hard. Every financial decision they made was part of a well-thought-out plan. If you want to build wealth and security, you need to stop improvising and start managing your money with intention. The consequences of not having a financial plan. When personal finances are managed without structure, problems arise that can negatively impact both financial well-being and mental health. Some of the most common issues include: 1. Uncontrolled spending. Without a budget, it's easy to overspend and not know where your money is going. 2. Lack of clear goals. Without specific financial objectives, there's no motivation to save or invest. 3. Unprepared for emergencies. Without an emergency fund, any unexpected event becomes a crisis. 4. Missed investment opportunities. The best financial opportunities arise when you have money available, but without planning, you'll always feel like you can't afford to invest. The difference between those who move forward financially and those who remain stuck isn't how much they earn, it's how they manage their money. How to create a successful financial plan. If you've never structured your finances in an organized way, here's how to get started. 1. Set clear financial goals. Having a defined purpose is essential. Ask yourself, how soon do I want to be debt-free? How much do I need to save to buy a house or retire comfortably? How much should I invest each month to build wealth over time? When you have concrete goals, making the right financial decisions becomes much easier. 2. Create a realistic budget. A budget isn't a restriction, it's a tool that ensures your money is being used wisely. Track your income and all fixed and variable expenses. Categorize your spending and set limits for each category. Prioritize savings and investments before spending on entertainment or non-essential purchases. 3. Monitor your progress. Creating a financial plan is useless if you don't track and adjust it when necessary. Review your financial situation at least once a month. If you notice you're overspending, make corrections before it becomes a serious problem. Celebrate small achievements to stay motivated. 4. Avoid unnecessary spending and impulse purchases. Small, frequent purchases can add up and hurt your financial health. Cancel unused subscriptions and review recurring expenses. Before buying something, ask yourself if it's a necessity, just a passing desire. How billionaires plan their money. Jeff Bezos started Amazon with a scalable business model and a strategy of aggressive reinvestment. Instead of spending his early profits on luxuries, he reinvested to expand the company. Elon Musk follows a similar approach. Rather than holding on to cash, he reinvests in new projects and innovation. Despite his enormous wealth, he has experienced financial struggles in the past, but his strategic planning allowed him to overcome those challenges. Successful entrepreneurs don't make financial decisions randomly. Every action is based on a clear plan and long-term vision. The difference between those who plan and those who improvise financial planning isn't just about money, it's about freedom and security. Those who plan have control over their future and make choices with confidence. Those who improvise constantly react to financial problems instead of preventing them. Having a financial strategy allows you to live without fear of the future and make smarter money decisions. Lack of financial education, the high cost of ignorance. Many people work hard their entire lives but never achieve financial stability. They put in long hours, try to save, and avoid reckless spending, yet they still struggle to get ahead. Why does this happen? Because the issue isn't just how much money you earn, it's how well you manage what you have. And if you lack financial education, money will always slip through your fingers. The reality is simple. Those who don't understand money will always lose money. Schools don't teach financial literacy, so most people learn about money the hard way by making expensive mistakes. Without knowledge of investments, debt management, and wealth-building strategies, many financial decisions are based on emotions or bad advice. Elon Musk, Warren Buffett, and other billionaires understand that financial education is a lifelong commitment. They never stop learning because they know financial intelligence is the key to long-term success. Ignoring this knowledge can cost you more than you think. 2. Follow high-quality financial content, listen to finance podcasts, and watch educational videos. Follow successful investors and financial experts. Stay updated on economic trends and market changes. 3. Develop smart money habits, create a budget, and stick to it. Research thoroughly before making financial decisions. Avoid making purchases or investments based on emotions. Financial freedom isn't about luck, it's about learning and applying knowledge effectively. The more you educate yourself, the better financial choices you'll make, leading to greater stability and success. Behavioral mistakes. What separates the rich from the poor? The real difference between those who build wealth and those who struggle financially isn't how much they earn, it's how they think and behave with money. Your financial habits shape your future. Small decisions you make every day can either help you grow or hold you back. While some people develop discipline, control, and long-term thinking, others unknowingly sabotage themselves. This is where the real gap between rich and poor begins. Billionaires like Elon Musk, Warren Buffett, and Jeff Bezos don't just know how to make money, they also avoid behaviors that destroy financial stability. Now the question is, are you making behavioral mistakes that are keeping you from wealth without realizing it? 1. Impulse spending and lack of control. One of the biggest financial traps is spending without thinking. Buying things on impulse creates a cycle of unnecessary expenses, debt, and financial instability. Many people spend money to impress others, influenced by social media and the pressure to show a certain lifestyle. But here's the reality. True financial success isn't about what you own, it's about the freedom that comes from not being trapped in debt. Before making a purchase, ask yourself, do I really need this? Or is it just a temporary desire? Will this expense bring me closer to or further from my financial goals? Wealthy people think before they spend. 2. Not negotiating debt or interest rates. Many people accept whatever loan terms banks or creditors offer without questioning if they're fair. Banks and financial institutions are designed to make money off of you. If you don't take the time to negotiate lower interest rates or better repayment terms, you're giving away your hard-earned money for nothing. Rich people never accept financial conditions without negotiation. They understand that every financial transaction is an opportunity to save or invest better. 3. Wasting time on non-productive activities. Time is your most valuable asset, yet many people waste it on distractions that don't add value to their lives. Some people use their time to learn new skills, build side businesses, or invest in personal growth, while others waste hours on social media, mindless entertainment, or procrastination. The way you spend your time today will determine your financial future. 4. Resisting change and avoiding new opportunities. The world is constantly evolving. Those who refuse to learn new skills or adapt to change get left behind. Billionaires understand that innovation and adaptability are critical for long-term success. They aren't afraid to explore new ways of making money, reinvent their strategies, or take calculated risks. If you cling to what you already know and never step outside your comfort zone, your financial growth will always be limited. 5. Lack of discipline and consistency. Building wealth isn't about luck, it's about consistency, patience, and smart financial habits. Many people expect quick results, and when they don't see immediate changes, they give up. However, financial success is the result of small, repeated actions over time. To achieve stability and financial growth, focus on saving and investing regularly, even in small amounts, avoiding unnecessary spending, sticking to a financial plan and adjusting it when necessary. Conclusion: building a strong future financial mistakes don't happen by accident. They are the result of repeated habits and behaviors. If you recognize and correct these patterns, you can completely transform your financial future. Wealth isn't built in a day, it's built through discipline, knowledge, and the right mindset. Every decision you make from today onward will either bring you closer to or further from financial freedom. The question is, are you ready to let go of the behaviors that hold you back and adopt the mindset of successful people?